And how the hell is everybody's Friday doing? Let me see if I can get this right. Excuse the cat hair. I got my chair set up right next to me from my little baby Awesome Sauce. She just wanted to make sure she was right next to me this morning. So please excuse that. Today I thought we would do something a little different. I'm going to do as much Q&A as I can because I really haven't done that much Q&A this week. I haven't really answered questions. I've just kind of spoken. And not that I don't love to hear the sound of my own voice, as is the truth for anybody that you will find that would do hours worth of fucking live every single fucking week, because let's be self-actualized about it. But we are also going to go over, the delusion of body positivity, especially on TikTok. Uh, you know, I have this weird, obviously, love and hate relationship with most of social media because when you swear, by the way, there might be some swearing. For those of you new to this channel and what we do here, I will say the word fuck probably a million times in this little fucking hour. If that, ow, if that hurts your feelings or you are somehow all of a sudden super offended by it, take your pussy ass on. Um, let's see. We got a lot of crazy shit going on in the world, but I just wanted to point out a few of the more insane things when it comes to this body positive fucking movement. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think that people should necessarily feel bad about how they look or anything like that. I feel like you shouldn't really give a fuck. I just find that the people that scream body positivity the most care the most about what they actually look like and are just in the most denial. A few of these fucking crazy, ridiculous fucking people, like it's just kind of sad. If you, to me, real body positivity, like true body positivity, is treating your body as positively as you can, for as long as you can, so you can then have I see you. I'm fully aware that you want petted every single second of every single minute of every single day. I know, baby. Um, but if if it was really body positivity, it wouldn't be viewing your body like how you yourself view your body. And I'm going to argue that most of these people that we're going to look at lie about it. They don't actually view their body or view themselves in the way that they fucking actually claim they do. It's a complete lie. Like Lizzo is very clearly not body positive. She fucking photoshops her shit, fucking airbrushes that shit, and fucking wears 4 pounds of fucking makeup. She's fat positive, maybe. She maybe loves that, although she has openly been crying online for being called fat when she is indeed fat as fuck. But I do think that for a great degree, and here's the thing: I know a lot of people are going to be pissy about this, like me talking about this, and be upset about it and stuff like that. But who the fuck's going to? We are literally like politically correcting ourselves into fucking ill health and into death. Like it's fucking sadness. I mean, I've watched this happen over the course of the last 5 or 6 years, and this is what I do for a living. The pinned comment up above is you can get a 30-minute consultation. We help people with their lifestyles. My wife and I, we are coaching. We talk to people all week long via our app and have weekly video conference calls. That's the majority of the work I do every week is video conference calls with people, giving them suggestions. I've personally lost a ton of weight myself, but also I'm a best-selling author for weight loss. I view the focus on aesthetic appeal versus health and longevity to be this really fucking weakness in society. Lizzo's a weak person. Tess Holliday's a weak person. Like they parade this fucking image of strength and positivity when in fact they're fucking fragile as fuck people. You know what I mean? Like they need to be adored on a physical basis nonstop. And that's pretty fucking sad, especially when you consider both of them are Titanic. Uh, I just don't understand where we're at. Like we're actually professing to young people, don't worry about your health. Who gives a fuck what you look like? And don't get me wrong, wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. I mean this. I truly mean this. I just think you should take the power away from that. If you think you look good in it, great. But I don't think you should be fucking ignoring the actual reality of health. I think that that's something that we do as a society that's very fucking tragic at a time in society where, and many of you don't want to admit this, don't want to see this, but being as healthy as you can is going to be massively important in the coming years, as we've done some shit in these last 2 years that are going to have a shotgun effect, blowout effect on the health of the population for a long time. Not just the the experimental therapy that many people keep fucking sticking into themselves, but we've been sedentary as a population. Most people have been completely sedentary for like 2 fucking years. They've done nothing but watch They've done nothing but watch stressful fucking news and propaganda basically for 2 fucking years, which is in of itself ridiculous. Like if public health officials actually gave a fuck about any of you, they would be somebody would be out there saying, be calm, be calm. Not in the history of humanity, not in the history of our fucking species has panic ever fucking really been a good thing for all of society. Fight or flight, that type of panic, that fucking shit, that's a response to acute fucking danger, like acute danger. But to constantly have your body in a state of fight or flight because what you're watching and the stimuli around you is constantly fucking terrifying you or giving you this feeling of dread, that's not healthy. And our public health officials, just by doing that, have shown that they are not interested in the actual health of the population. And I'm sorry, but I would debate these. And again, people can say what they want about me. I would openly debate any of this with any public health official. I don't give a fuck how many letters they have after their goddamn name. I can just use facts and data. And if they can't respond to me with, other facts and data and statistics, if it's just like, well, I'm a doctor, you should listen to me. Fuck that shit. I mean, I personally, hell no. So I just think that we need to get there. And I don't think that, I think it's just openly societally fucked up that we know for a fact that not being in good physical condition, and we've known for fucking ever, by the way, that not being in good physical condition is not good for your long-term health. It's not good for fucking society. And it makes you more susceptible to chronic illnesses communicable diseases. I mean, it does make you more susceptible to chronic illnesses, of course. We talk about that often, but it makes you much more susceptible to communicable diseases. And in a time when we literally fucking reframed all of society and fucking destroyed a lot of people's lives and a lot of children's futures over a communicable disease, society cannot a society that has gained weight from continued to increase their weight from an already sickly, obese state, yet alone in an accelerated fashion compared to what it was, is not an actual fucking serious society about the actual communicable disease that they're supposedly terrified against. Our public health officials should have very much said, get fucking healthy, lose some fucking weight, eat fucking healthy, and stay fucking calm. That little sentence right there, if that's would have been the message in early 2020, many fucking lives would have been fucking saved. I'm going to say hi to everybody, and we'll go from here. We'll go from there, and then we're going to look at some TikTok stupidness. Carpe diem. What's up, Nitrox? How you doing? Kath with cats. My cat's right over there. Sabhine, how are you? Lennon 66. Interesting name. What's going on? Corey, good to see you. Brent, how are you? TJ OCR 2019, how are you? Bethany, good to see you. Casey, how the fuck you doing, man? Yes, swearing. I can't help it. Amy Jones. Hello, how are you? Peaceful Lifter, Ugly Jazz. Where are the kittens? Awesome Sauce was just right here. She's over there now drinking water. But I believe Mr. Kitty is getting his time with Crystal in, relaxing. And I don't know where Jinxie's at, to tell you the truth. It's a word, not a missile, right? On the elliptical before work. Good for you, Victoria Jackson. SM, how are you? Fook Emmy, how you doing? Emily Palmer, how are you doing? Yes, I was hoping you would talk about this. Good, 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 good. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, chat. Absolutely. Hit the fucking like button. Share this fucking video. Share all my. Make sure you've got the notification bells on and you're subscribed because YouTube has a tendency to fucking hide people that they don't think have approved speech, I guess. Trading one eating disorder for another is not overcoming your eating disorder. Exactly. Lori Lee, well, come up here. Don't just scratch me. I got you your own fucking chair. Come on up. Come on. There you go. All right. TC Recipes, how you doing? Hexrid, Workaholic, Stephanie. Hi, on. I bought your book and it was delivered the other day. Can't wait to read it. Thank you very much. I got the other one coming out very soon. As soon as I can finish that motherfucker up. We've been very, 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 very busy. Bill, how you doing? Elizabeth Fahey, how the fuck you doing? Bopo, people ignore the marginalized mature bodies. I can hear you. Yes, I'm a pureblood. I absolutely am. I am in the non-GMO section of this grand experiment we are running on all of society. I like to consider myself, part of the control group. I'm just doing my bid for humanity by just being healthy and not stressing about something that has less of a chance of killing me than sunstroke. It's just so fucking weird. I mean, I lived in Florida. We stopped playing Pandemic fucking in April of 2020. The attitude of body positivity is that they are intelligent, everyone else is just dumb, that they are brave, and everyone else. They also have this thing like they're enlightened. Like, what you need to understand is that fat phobia became like, shut the fuck up, you're fat. Like, you eat too much. It's just fucking. It's like watching them try to fucking do this fucking big ass fucking circle jerk is hilarious. Anyway, Sherry DeVries, how are you? If health was a concern, fructose-based sweeteners like sugar would be illegal to sell to people under 18. Exactly. Sugar is a drug. People need to fucking get there faster. Not that I don't fucking partake in that occasionally, but what the fuck, I'm choosing to stay pure-blooded. Good for you. Obesity should be causing acute panic. It's that serious. It really should. That is the actual pandemic. The actual pandemic is the one that they are not telling you about. It's not only not the one that it is the one that they are actually framing as perfectly fine for you. They're actually fucking villainizing activity because I don't know if you saw this, but MSNBC is doubling down on. I got fucking cat hair all over me. MSNBC is doubling down on if you are fucking if like fitness is for fucking alt-right people. Like, okay, it's like for white supremacists or something like that, like fitness. Like, I'm sure that's fucking pretty interesting news to C.T. Fletcher and Phil Heath and fucking Brandon Curry and fucking Mike Rashid and like fucking half the people in my fucking circle and shit like that. It was fucking crazy, They have PCOS, insulin resistance, and poor hormones. They don't eat too much. They're just hormonally dysfunctional. Okay. Here's the thing, I get what you're saying, and I don't know if you're being facetious or not. Okay, but Jay Watchman, if that's the case, so say they have a bunch of things going on that reduce their fucking metabolism, right? And this is good for everybody to understand. That just still means you're eating too much. You need to fucking eat less. It sucks. It's a shame, and you should do everything you can to try to fucking fix the shit with your metabolism. Like berberine helps with insulin resistance. It also helps with PCOS. Clinically shown. Without the fucking adverse effect of crashing your B12 like metformin does. Like other things, talk to your doctor first. Hormonal dysfunction can be treated also, but if you're not going to treat any of it, then you just fucking eat less, and then you're not as morbidly obese, and then that actually help you out with all that shit too. Lita, have you heard the song "We Will Not Comply"? If you're talking about the song by Burden, yes, I have. Fucking amazing young man. I am appalled at how many YouTubers are disgustingly obese and super obese being monetized, having channels where they gorge themselves. Yes, but if I agree. However, I will say, and we talked about this on yesterday's live. If you want to watch that, it's the one I did where I'm reviewing April Lauren and giving her advice. I believe people like April Lauren are more dangerous than Mikado Avocado and stuff like that because she has her audience convinced that she is actually positive and tries really hard and all that shit. And she's like, she tracks all the time, and she works out for 2 hours a day, and then she geared her fucking workouts as fucking like her activity is like a B. Like she works out for like 2.5 hours, works out way more than me, and she geared that as a B. I give myself an A for fucking activity, just in case any of you are wondering. I give myself a fucking A. I give myself probably a B for food. My habits, I'd probably give myself a B. Like, her habits are obviously fucking shitty. She should give herself a fucking F because, frankly, she fucking, frankly, she's fucking morbidly obese and with bad habits and fucking yo-yos, and she lost 0.1 pounds, I think, from week to week. She should fucking give herself fucking a D at best on fucking food. What the fuck? So anyway, made a sketch live stream. How you doing? I'm great, Alan. Good for you. My cat just perks up when I turn these lives on. Awesome. I'm the cat whisperer. We got a lot of people signed on. If I missed you, how you doing? And MSNBC, the alt-right's obsession with fitness goes digital. I think that's the headline. Yeah, fucking crazy, right? Nothing body positive about visceral fat. There really is nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a few. Why do you want to scrap? You just want me to pick you up? Is that what it is? Come on. Come on up. Come on. We're not going to argue right now. Come on. Okay. You want to come up here? There we go. Awesome Sauce wanted to say hi. I think that's what it's up. Say hi to everybody. My baby. I feel bad for Anna Glitter and Lasers because someone deluded her into thinking. Okay. Because someone deluded her into thinking that getting healthy and fit would be easily done in 2 months. Whoever did that, by the way, is a fucking shitty ass person. But I mean, that's sad. Thank you, Alan, for helping me realize a lot of things about myself for your videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good for you. And here we go. Screen share. Now, I might have to fucking mute some of these things because. Oh, here we go. Yeah. This one I found extremely fucking fucked up, just to be real. I can't have that on there, so here's my thing. So this is not body positive to me, okay? So you can dance and pretend and everything like that all you want and think you're happy, but I'm sorry, that's not body positive. The pounds of fucking, like if you were body positive, you would not need the makeup. I know people are going to be like, oh, it's a societal thing and blah, blah, blah. I get that. And if you want to wear makeup, straight up do it. But this person, did not just change her outfit or did not just express that I look fine. She glammed herself up to then fucking, I got to get the lower left thing up here. She glammed herself up to fucking show that this is the year of body love and acceptance. If this was the year of body love and acceptance, your ass would be fucking reducing your body size. I mean, it just is. Say it with me. Body positivity, makeup, beauty. It's funny that they put that shit next to each other. Like, you're declaring you're beautiful. Great. If you think you are, that's awesome. That's not body positive. I mean, that is fucking ridiculousness. Like this is foolishness. This really is. This is like, tell me I'm pretty, tell me I'm pretty, tell me I'm pretty. Fine, you're pretty. Now get the fucking shape. Fucking stop eating yourself into a state of ill health so we can fucking move on with our lives and not have to worry about you being high risk. How about that? How about stop eating so much so you're not adding a further burden on the fucking planet by increased waste and increased fucking fuel consumption just to fucking move you around. Literally just to move around. This woman, her car uses more gas because she has extra weight on her, period, than it would if she didn't. That's a reality. Everybody gets that, right? Like, I find it amazing. Most of the time, these are the same people. She's a makeup artist. Transitions like this are her work. She also actively battling an eating disorder. I hear you, but this is not body positivity. It is absolutely not body positivity. And if you mean battling an eating disorder by trying to just accept her body the way it is, that is not battling an eating disorder. That is giving into one. I got to be real. Like, at no point in time, she said she will return to diet and exercise. Then that will be body positive. This is not. Okay? Like, I get you want to defend this. This is not body positivity. Telling somebody to just accept ill health, like, so she's not actively exercising and she shouldn't diet. She should just try to change her lifestyle. That's not body positivity, nor should she be proclaiming it is. To show show the transition of I feel bad about myself because I'm not wearing makeup and how I'm dressed, and then glamming herself up and then saying it's body positivity and the year of body love and acceptance. If it was the year of body love and acceptance, there would not be the need to glam up. I understand that you may not want to love that idea, and I understand you may be a fan of hers, but, you know, saying, like, taking a break from trying to be healthy is in no way positive. That is actually, you know, she is not battling an eating disorder by not trying to reduce, by trying to staying the same size and dealing with her food issues by eating whatever she wants to eat. That's not body positive, in my opinion. Okay, I mean, like the definition of societal body positivity, where it's just like, look how I look, I say it's positive, my body's beautiful, even though it's 300 pounds, it's fine. But to just openly proclaim that throwing makeup on makes her beautiful, I feel bad for her. Like, you know, and this is just my advice to any woman out there and any dude. To the dudes, if she's not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen when she wakes up in the morning with no makeup on or anything like that, maybe you should fucking readjust your fucking thought process. You know? Because a real man, in my opinion, this is my opinion of a real man. You know? In my opinion of a real man, views his woman as somebody he wants to spend the rest of his fucking life with. Or partner. You know, because I don't fucking judge. For real, I don't fucking judge. But views his partner as somebody that they want to spend the rest of their life with. Nothing terrified me more than reading the label on Crystal's makeup. And she has now done a very good job. She barely ever wears it. She wears it for the camera when she fucking when she does, and very rarely when we go out. And she uses very like all natural, hypoallergenic, the safest makeup. We're constantly researching. She does not use it often. She doesn't use harsh chemicals on her hair. She doesn't dye her hair anymore. She does whatever she can. You know why? Because I want to take every fucking second of every fucking day I can. You know? Because I love this woman. I want to spend forever with her. Like, I'm an atheist, and I wish that I could believe that there was something after this. I fucking wish, I hope, but I still just can't get there. And that's a whole other topic for a different conversation. But I fucking wish, I hope beyond hope, because I found the one, you know, that I'm supposed to be with forever. And that is love. Okay. If you get pissed that your woman doesn't look a certain way or doesn't wear her hair a certain way, if you're like, oh, I don't like her hair, fucking what the fuck, dude? Like, what the, you know, that's fucking sadness. You know, like, I could go blind tomorrow and Crystal's going to be the most beautiful creature ever to me. You know, anything that can happen, we're going to get old together. You know, like that's love. That's body positivity. You know what I mean? And she should think that about herself. And I hope that my wife does. I think she does. I think she's very happy with who she is as a person. And I hope that for her, because I think she's the most amazing, beautiful person ever. That's body positivity. People should think that way about themselves. She treats her body positively. She eats very fucking healthy for her. She eats with longevity in mind. She doesn't try to get, you know, if anything, we have to watch that she, like, eat some stuff for pleasure and stuff like that, because she truly loves just beans. Like, she's going to eat beans and rice this morning, almost fucking guaranteed. She's going to fucking then eat a little bit of protein later. She eats within fucking realm. That's body positivity, right? So guys, if you don't fucking view your woman without makeup as being gorgeous, maybe you should fucking evaluate yourself and your fucking expectations. Because if you would put that same fucking aspect on yourself, to the point, like, shit, I fucking rolled out of bed, threw some fucking water on my face, and here the fuck I am. I mean, that's the fucking reality for men. And if that's the reality for men, if you expect your significant other to wake up and view you as appealing and as loved and everything like that, and they love how you look and they appreciate you for you, you should expect the same thing out of fucking them. Like, or for them. Like, you should want that for them. Like, you should want them to feel comfortable enough to fucking just not wear makeup ever. Like, I love it when she doesn't wear makeup. I fucking love it. It's my preference, But that's what women should want for themselves too. Like, if you need makeup to make to think that you're worthy and shit like that, that is not body positivity. If you're going to fucking throw a fucking act on like this woman, where you're going to fucking act like you need to glam yourself up and to then proclaim your body positive, that's sadness. That is absolute abject sadness. Does not project an image of positivity either, at all whatsoever. That presents an image of self-loathing to me. She does not like who she is, so therefore she has to fucking paint herself up to then proclaim she's body positive. She has to spend hundreds of dollars a month on makeup and shit like that in order to feel positive about herself. That's fucking sadness. Like, that is the problem. That's a huge problem with society, is that we do this to people. We make people think that they're not worthy by that aspect. When now society has literally gotten to the point where, we're going to tell this woman that she's perfectly fine being in an unhealthy body, because she's very unhealthy. She's got serious visceral fat and stuff like that. And very, very, very poor muscle tone. She just really does. But we're going to tell her that that's perfectly fine, but keep putting the chemicals on your face? That's fucking not body positive, people. That is not. That's not. I'm not defending her. I hate this video too. I do think it's important that her full story is known, though. I hear you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Her full story to me is one of sadness, that she thinks this is actually positive. So I hear you. I wasn't on you. I'm just like, whenever somebody makes a comment like that, I'm just trying to fucking get my point across. So, but thank you for, I understand what you're saying. Thank you for bringing the full aspect to the floor. I was pretty when I was 100 pounds heavier, and I'm pretty now, just lighter. Good for you. That's how people should look at it. Like, I mean, like, what the hell? Like, first of all, I think, like, nothing makes me feel more handsome and confident and everything like that than when I am taking good care of my body, and other people's, as long as Crystal wants to be all over me, I don't fucking care what other people think, to tell you the truth. I really couldn't. Like, I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my my physicality and stuff like that, because I work at it. It's not a proclamation. I didn't all of a sudden wake up one day and be like, I'm amazing. I'm an athlete. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I'm going to be a realist. I'm very confident in myself. I wouldn't be on camera fucking 12 hours a fucking week if I wasn't. I am very proud of my physical accomplishments, especially my age. Super proud of them, But that's because I work at it. That's positivity. It's not a proclamation, Like, when I see guys like proclaim that they're like how amazing they think they are or whatever, and especially this new age these fucking pussy ass bitches, like, their weakness, It's sad that you need a proclamation. Like, I think it came before. I don't talk about myself very much on camera because I don't need to, I don't think. But before that, it's not like, before I just said I'm very confident in myself, I don't believe I needed to tell any of you that I was confident in myself. Like, it's because because I work hard at it. This woman is trying to reiterate and tell people that I'm body positive. That's a sign of weakness in itself, Anyway, I'm going to check out, cut out sugar and processed food. Dark circles are mostly gone. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Too sweet. F-thumbs will resume shortly. Yes. I don't wear makeup. I don't color my hair. I don't do my nails. I'm too tomboy for that. Good for you. For real. Good for you. Sunscreen and mascara. That's it. That's good. We actually just got some Reef safe sunscreen yesterday. I should say I do wear makeup for special occasions, and I get that because society almost makes it so women have to. And they really do. They almost make it so women have to. But Y'all get a 96 or 72? What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm amazing. I mean, I am. Like, I fucking think you guys don't get like the shit that I fucking go through all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like from the injuries I've had with like when I was younger, I was a gymnast and a pole vaulter and martial arts and all that shit when I was young, and fucking like broken legs and fucking fractured skulls and all sorts of fucking shit. And to fucking still be operating at a fucking level that I do physically now, I fucking think it's amazing. And I got to be real. The thing I'm most proud of is I study my fucking ass off every day. A lot of guys my age give up. They think they know everything. I read studies every day. I absorb knowledge every fucking day. That's one of the things that my wife has taught. Between my wife will, when she wants to know about something, she doesn't know about just a little bit. One of the things I learned about studies, she doesn't try to study just the surface of it. She does this thing where if she hits a word that she doesn't fully understand, she researches that word and then comes back to the original thing. Like, she does this fucking like deep dive study of everything that she fucking talks about and does. And I've adopted that myself off her example, because she's such an amazing example for people in life and stuff like that. She's made me vastly a better man than I ever possibly could have been without her in my life, you know? And that is what people should look towards. That's positivity, you know? What the fuck? You know, like critical thinking is fucking almost a dead fucking art. And I mean, you know, that's to me, like, that to me is the fucking good shit. You know, like I learn as much as I can every single day, about as much as I can. I love learning about health and fitness and obesity and government now and all sorts of shit. Like, so I mean, that's the fucking thing, you know. I love makeup because I'm a bald woman with alopecia. Yeah, but I wonder why. I mean, my thing is like I wish that fucking they wouldn't put that on you either. You know, like I really do. Critical analysis, absolutely. If she's like, I survived anorexia, that's a huge problem. People do that all the fucking time, you know? Cat hair flying around. Okay, so we are also now going to get off that topic. I've been talking about her for a good bit and had her up there. We're going to go, and I'm going to keep muting these things out because I don't want to fucking find body positivity on TikTok. And let's see here. Mm-hmm. All right. My earphones have low battery on them, so we might not be able to do this for too much longer. And then I wanted to get to some realistic fucking some realistic Q&A anyway. But these are videos that when you look up body positive hashtag right here, body positive, the videos. I can't have the fucking music on because I'll fucking mute it anyway. You shouldn't be positive about that. You shouldn't be though. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be. You absolutely shouldn't be positive about that. That is you parading your abuse, your self abuse. You shouldn't be positive about that. Like, just like covering it up with your pants, you shouldn't be positive about that. Okay, okay. Uh, you know, I feel bad for people like that too, because I mean, it's such a aesthetic thing. Like, I don't know if you guys are catching the theme here. Okay, wait, slow down. No, 5 more to go, and then I don't think anybody is professing any. Like, I don't. I mean, if you find a coach that professes that you should work out until you almost pass out, that's ill. That's sickness. But reality states, like, if you are fat, you should move your body more. You should eat less. It's not a debate. It's just not. You know, that's the thing. Like, I almost like. I mean, I know this sounds weird, but I am just going to get to some Q&A because the sadness of this is that these people have deluded themselves into thinking that just because they proclaim their body positive, it somehow is okay. And in fact, they should just treat themselves a little better. Like for many people, I talk about this with clients all the time, and I'm going to take some questions based off of this. For most of these people, I'm sorry, my ADHD catches like a cat hair and shit like that, and I just gotta fucking get it. It's that one right there. Okay, there we go. But for most people, it's a matter of just a few hundred calories a day of just swing. Like, so if you're 40 pounds overweight and you wanted to lose that 40 pounds in the course of a year, and you have stayed at that 40 pounds for a while, and the battery just died in my headset, so I'm going to take these things out of my ears. So if you want to lose some weight and you've been at the same weight for several years, like say you're a 200-pound woman and you wanted to be a 160-pound woman and you've been at 200 pounds for a while, right? You're more than likely consistently eating 400 calories to 500 calories more than what you're burning to be at that weight in a day. So really, if you would change your caloric load by 200 to 250 calories and change your activity by 200 to 250 calories, that's a 500 calorie swing. 200 to 250 calories of food is basically don't have the second handful of, that second big handful of nuts. Don't have the sugary snack, eat a fucking apple instead. Small changes are broadcast big. And then for the activity, if you sit at a desk for 8 hours a day, stand for 4 of it. And if standing for 4 hours a day is too much for you, then you should much more lower your caloric intake. It's just reality. And small changes can be big. And for that woman, the woman we just saw, if she would likely just stay away from some processed carbohydrates in every given day, because almost just by looking at her, you can almost tell that that's what she eats, because she's puffy and fucking. That's the biggest excuses made. People do not want to give up that shit. They don't want to give up the shit foods, and that's a fucking shame. It is. It's a fucking shame. Let's see. Thank you, Kath. Once I realized I was addicted to certain foods, food addiction is a real thing. They all think to be body positivity, you have to be put on a happy persona. That's the fucking reality. Like, yeah, let's be real. Like, I'm in a fitness world. Like shit. Mark just texted me a couple minutes ago. I'm friends with Jeff Cavalier. I'm friends with Mark Lobliner. Both these guys walk around like it's human anatomy charts. They fucking have almost no body fat. Like I'm the fat friend, technically, and I'm good with that, like I'm positive. I look at my shape for who I am, Ow. Do you want picked up again, or do you want to just slash me and run away? Crazy. But like I'm the fat friend, and I'm good with that. People should be good with that. I know I'm good because I'm healthy. All my measurements are amazing. My blood work is amazing. My doctor wishes he knew what I was on. 40% of all of our clientele at our coaching, which by the way, I'm going to put the link to the coaching in. This is the coaching, or you could get a 30-minute consultation and decide if you want coaching. Like 40% of all of our clientele are doctors and physician's assistants and shit like that. Like that's a lot, like it's because what we do is very fucking planned out. What we do is very individualized. We talk to people all week long via our app, and then we have weekly video conference calls with them. And we don't focus on some sort of crazy diet. We don't ever give anybody, it's never eat 1,600 calories. It's always eat in a range between X amount and X amount. Having one day of the week be a larger amount. That way the other days of the week are a little bit lower than the average. That way you average out to a healthy amount. That's called liberalized nutrition. Like we focus on satiation and satisfaction. And are you enjoying your food? Are you feeling restricted? If you're feeling restricted, we have to address that. Is it something that you can eat in portion occasionally? Like I'm going to have fucking something this weekend. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to have. I'm going to have something. Last weekend I had fucking yogurt, like frozen yogurt. It was fucking delicious. And I had a cocktail last week, This week, who fucking knows? But I'm going to have something, because it's the weekend and I'm going to take Crystal out on a date. We're going to have a good time because that's what we do. Like I live life. And then during the week, it's mostly fucking beef and broccoli because I enjoy it. Different flavors of beef, everything like that, or beef and peppers and shit like that. Like we focus on satiation, satisfaction, the food you like to eat, we focus on reality. Like maybe you shouldn't eat something with processed carbohydrates first thing in the day because it's going to spike your insulin. It's going to keep you hungry all day long. Maybe you should have that. If you're going to have it once a day. Like once a day, I normally have something that tastes a little sweeter. I just have it as my evening thing. Like right now I have, and I'm getting some new Planta from the guys, but Planta Protein from Ambrosia, our partners. I have their peanut butter and banana one. Right now, I mix a little bit of water, enough to make into like a pudding consistency. I put it in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half, and I have like the peanut butter banana pudding that has protein in it. It's a high protein, high vitamin profile treat. So about every day I have something in the evening that has good nutrition to it. It just tastes a little sweeter or something like that to keep me not feeling restricted. Like the idea is you got to live a fucking life, and you got to make just tiny changes. Like when right now I eat the same exact volume of food that I ate when I wasn't reducing my calories. Because right now I'm reducing my calories because my 51st birthday is coming up here in July, and I'm going to be in the best shape I've ever been in. And I was in pretty fucking good shape on my birthday last year. So I got to fucking beat that. And I'm going to fucking beat it because I know more, because again, as I talked about a little earlier, I research all the fucking time. And we've got the formula for no morbidity, which by the way, have a meeting today. We're going to talk about launch and website and stuff like that. Like the launch is coming. So, but I have a meeting today, but I take no morbidity every single day. We worked on that yesterday. 1 year ago yesterday was the first time I ever took the formula and to help control my hunger and pretty much eliminate my actual physical stomach hunger and help with visceral fat. And then now I take another appetite suppressant and I take berberine. I have no actual physical hunger whatsoever, like none. Like we're calling it Beyond Willpower Stack. And it's really more for people of an athletic nature to try to control body fat when you get to lower body fat percentages. But I have like next to no physical hunger. So this year I'm going to be in better shape, but like I'm still going to enjoy food and enjoy life. We're going to do a lot of travel. We're going to fucking have a good time. We're going away here in about 3 weeks. We're going away for Crystal's birthday to the beach, and shit like that. Like it's how I want to fucking live, and that's how other people should want to live. So let's see. For the first time in my life, I'm actually eating 2,000 calories and I'm not starving, eating clean and meeting my macros, no added sugar, and regular training 4 days a week, down 20 pounds in 2 months. That's fucking great, Jen. That's great. Here, do yourself a favor though, and I really mean this. Keep your mind open to the fact that if you do have to reduce down your activity, you're going to have to reduce down your calories a little bit, because that's going to be kind of the new norm, because you are burning 4 days a week of calories. Try every single day, even on top of that training, try to get habitual, just regular activity in, like walking, something like that every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We're meant to move as a species, right? And I'm sure you do. But also make sure that on occasion, like here and there, maybe in rotation, you eat an item outside of your house at portion that you are maybe craving or something like that. I completely believe in eating as clean as humanly possible, but occasionally having something just for pleasure might help people not feel so restricted, because that's the biggest problem. Keto is an amazing fucking healthy nutrition protocol. It absolutely is. What makes it a diet is it's restrictive from what most people want and most people want to do. Like people are like, I can't live on keto. You can't live on keto because the temptation's around. If that was the only food that was offered to you was ketogenic food, like real ketogenic food, if that was the only food that was offered to you, you could absolutely fucking live on it, because you don't need carbohydrates. You just need protein and fat. You don't need carbohydrates. Your body does not need them. Anybody that told you that you need carbohydrates lied to you. Anybody that told you need to fuel your activity for the day by eating fucking carbohydrates in the morning is a fucking fuckstick liar. It's ridiculous. People like Mark need to fucking fuel their activity because he has no fat stores to go to. There's literally almost like no even subcutaneous fat. You know what I mean? Like his body, like there's no glyconeogenesis to be had almost, but great fucking job. First live, Vicky Manager. Great to have you. Everyone in the body positivity movement would improve by not eating floury, sugary items. I keep talking about 15 days to slow the spread of obesity, and nobody wants to, like, I find it amazing that society 2 years ago was in the throes of 15 days to slow the spread of a fucking communicable disease. Like that had already been around the world. Like the logic is just ridiculous, because like to think we found the first case. Oh my goodness. How lucky are we out of fucking 300 million people? We fucking tested this person for a disease that most people need to fucking take a test to even see if they've ever fucking had, because a good 80 to 85% of the people are asymptomatic because they either have already inherent T cell immunity, which was known back then too, or whatever, and then we were like, oh, the first case was in February. No, like you caught the first case in February, that means the first case was likely sometime in fucking October of the year before, especially because it was of a cold virus. It's fucking ridiculous, absolutely silliness. But we had no problem, even with that, based on that fucking ridiculously flawed logic, of 15 days of closing down every fucking thing, marking people as essential, non-essential. Everybody was like, yeah, let's do it. When in fact, obesity is killing motherfuckers, and how people eat and lifestyle-driven chronic illness, avoidable lifestyle-driven chronic illness, we have known has killed like 1.3 to 1.5 million people a fucking year, every year for a long fucking time. But 15 days to slow the spread of obesity, of just doing whatever you want to do, just not eating processed flour or processed sugar, is somehow a problem? People freak the fuck out. If you cannot go 15 days without processed carbohydrates of any kind, including processed flour and processed sugar, if you cannot just eat vegetables, fruits, lean meats for 15 fucking days, you should evaluate why. You should seriously ask yourself why. You should ask yourself why. If it's a matter of convenience, maybe your lifestyle's fucked up and you need to make some fucking choices on what you can do differently. If it's because you just want that shit, you should consider that you've got a fucking problem with that shit, and there's coaching link right the fuck there. Because for real, and even if it's the lifestyle thing, we can help. We help a lot of people just adjust their fucking lifestyles. Because for real, if you cannot go 15 days without that shit, that's your fucking problem. If you go 15 days with it and you like it and you didn't have a problem with it, you should try to go longer, and maybe just occasionally have something just for pleasure out of those fucking items that you should view as just for pleasure, which are anything with processed carbohydrates in it. That's just for pleasure. That food has almost no nutritional value to it. If it's a processed carbohydrate, your body doesn't even need carbohydrates. It does not need it. You just want it. It's just reality, Megan, how are you? Morning, just living life, staying active, and eating small portions, and I'm down 4 pounds. Out fucking standing, Megan. Great fucking job. Plant up peanut butter in a cup is amazing. It really is. I used to stop binging peanut butter with protein bars. Not anymore. It's really good. As vegan protein powders go, especially protein powders go, it's amazing. But they're vegan protein powders too. It's just fucking simply amazing. Andrea, how are you? I finally know what it feels like to stop eating when I'm finished with food on my plate out of habit. It feels great. Absolutely. One of the best keys that anybody could ever fucking do, by the way. If you are worried about your portion sizes, especially your largest meal, eat like 75, 80% of that meal, whatever you put on your plate, whatever you fill your plate up with normally, eat like 75% of it. Stop, drink 20 ounces of water, wait 20 minutes, see if you're still hungry. If you're still hungry, go ahead and eat that stuff. It's not an exercise in getting yourself hungry. It's an exercise in seeing if your portion sizes are a little bit too big for what actually is going to satiate you, right? If you are satiated, put that food up. If you get hungry later, eat that food, because you're normally used to eating that food. It's not an exercise in seeing how hungry you can be. It's an exercise in seeing what portion sizes are needed. Now, I will say this for most of you, because a lot of you are probably going to try no morbidity. Don't do this exercise when you're on no morbidity, because you're not going to have as much hunger. And you could, the idea is for no morbidity is be very, use it as a fucking tool to get yourself eating smaller portions and or less times a day and or healthier foods. No appetite suppressant you're ever going to use is going to fucking work if you eat straight sugar all the time. It's just not fucking realistic, But anyway, I love eating fruits in the evening. That usually stops cravings. Good for you. That's outstanding. I'm listening to my body and having self-control. Not eating 1,500 calories was the best choice I ever made. I'm down 158 total pounds and finally broke your plateaus. That's fucking outstanding. That is fucking glorious. That is a fucking winner right there. That's a fucking hero. Great fucking job. Almost every time sweet cravings are because you need water. I completely agree, except for a lot of people get their body trained to look for that. To look for that. A lot of people are very addicted to sugar, like very, very, very addicted to sugar in our society right now. Absolutely, Alan. I walk my dog and mow my lawn. Make sure that's outstanding. Very fucking good. Some people are confuse hunger with thirst. They absolutely do. The first thing you should do. This is my second one, by the way. Drink 20 to 30 ounces of water, cold water, right when you wake up. Normally, cold water, then your body has to heat it up. Slight thermogenic thing, blah blah blah. It's just a fucking minuscule, tiny thing. I find cool water in the morning refreshing and wakes me up. And then I normally have my cup of coffee, and then I have a second one of these. So by the time I'm normally done talking to you guys, or actually about an hour after I'm done talking to you guys on Thursday and Friday, I'm about 100 ounces of fluid in, or anywhere about almost 85 to 100 ounces of fluid in. And then for the rest of the day, I have about, before my noon workout, I normally have about another 50 to 60 ounces of fluid, and then 50 to 60 ounces of fluid from after my workout on. Just so I can eat, with food and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. So about 200 ounces of fluid. That'll probably increase fairly dramatically as the weather keeps continuing to get warm here. It's 72 degrees right now outside. It's probably going to hit 90s this week. And I fucking can't wait to work out outside. I love working out outside. Hopefully the fucking pollen that's been fucking with my allergies, because holy shit, I got my fucking eye drops here for my allergies. I got my nasal spray because my nose is fucking enormous. And when it fills up, it's a problem. But, I can't wait to work out outside in the heat. Anyway, I do love sweet potatoes, but I still agree. Sweet potatoes are amazing, but I still have them in the evening, like later on. If I have sweet potato first thing in the morning, I'm going to be hungry all fucking day long. Drink a gallon of water minimum a day. Also, the data does show that you should base your hydration, a minimum of 0.5 per pound of body mass you have. I would suggest to a morbidly obese person, if you are trying to lose weight, an ounce of fluid per pound of body mass is a pretty good fucking start. I mean, and people are like, I've had 350 pound people be like, that's a lot of fluid. You're right. You eat a lot of food to get to 350 pounds. Maybe you should fucking have that much fluid. I know it sounds fucked up, but what the fuck? Talk to your doctor first, of course, but that's a lot of body, especially if you're going to start activity. Trying at least walking, it's a lot of fucking activity. Anyway, keto only works for sedentary individuals, not athletes and lifters. That's fucking ridiculous, stupid shit. I don't even know where the fuck you fucking came from, because fucking carnivore works for fucking lifters and fucking athletes a lot. A lot of fucking people eat ketogenic. That's fucking silliness. I eat I eat in a pretty ketogenic fashion, just so you fucking understand. For most of the fucking week. And my athletic performance would fucking destroy most dudes. I mean, absolutely fucking destroy most dudes. So making a blanket statement like that makes you sound amateurish at best. So it sounds like you're trying to speak from a position of authority, when in fact you sound like a fucking amateur. If you eat mostly whole foods 98% of the time, you have and have a treat here and there, absolutely. Pleasure foods taste 10 times better when you save them for proper occasions. I completely agree. I am down 85 pounds since last June. Boom! That's fucking amazing. Great fucking job. Let's see here. I think you also notice how poorly those foods make you feel. That's another thing too. People don't get the full relationship with food. They don't actually fucking think about, like, people just eat food and then they fucking go on with it. It's the same thing, like, eat something and then 2 hours later, how do you feel? Do you feel bloated? Do you feel good? How do your joints feel? Like, did you eat something that caused you to kind of be fucking stiff and shit like that? Like, sugar makes me fucking, like, makes my arthritis go, what the fuck? Alcohol makes my arthritis go, what the fuck? Hang on, I got fucking... Excellent. Okay. Boom. I've been at a year, lifestyle locked in. Good for you. Keep making constant adjustments. Keep thinking about ways. If you can't go without it for 15 days, it's an addiction. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Thank you for being willing to tell the hard truths instead of pander. That's what I fucking do. I bought Ember, knocked my appetite right out. Be careful with it. Be careful with it, because it fucking really is a very serious, like I take a half tab. In fact, I got to take my half tab. I take a half tab first thing in the morning. Because it can be very fucking strong. I think I have a half tab from yesterday. Yeah. I take a half tablet first thing in the morning, and then a half tablet later on, like when I'm getting ready for workout. So let's see here. That's so true about treats tasting better when you don't have them all the time. Absolutely, I can't eat junk food anymore. It makes me feel so tired. I completely fucking agree with that shit too. It fucking knocks me the fuck out. Been 6 weeks in Madagascar with only beans, rice, salad, occasional beef, and sometimes pineapple. It was awesome, to be honest. Some of the teens that came really struggled. It was such a shock for them. No shit. I mean, I can imagine. Mandy Ashley. Now that I've cut out sugar, having it once in a while, I found gives me a headache. Same here. If I have too much of it, sugar is straight poison. Your body does not process it well. It just absolutely does not. So. Anyway, all right, 56 minutes. Any comments? Again, one more time here, people. And by the way, people, I do gotta say, we're filling up with coaching slots pretty quickly, and we are going to. I mean, when we start selling the morbidity, we're going to be traveling more, so we are going to. The price of our coaching is probably going to go up. If you get coaching now, your price stays locked in for as long as you keep the coaching. But if you wait, the price is probably going to go up, and we're not going to be offering specials on it because Crystal and I are getting to be very, very, very busy. So we look forward to these live streams. Amelia, thank you very much. Next week we will be back, by the way, Monday through Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be at 1 p.m. and Thursday and Friday will be at 7 a.m. just like normal. I did want to tell everybody today that at noon Eastern time today, I'm going to be on the Tiger Fitness channel. Mark and I are going to be talking about the differences of obesity, from being obese with muscle for like bodybuilders and obese with just being gluttonously fat with fat. So I am going to be on the Tiger Fitness channel at noon p.m. today Eastern. So I just want to let everybody know that I'm going to be doing that before I go work out. And I really, really, really am looking forward to it. We will not be talking. This is not the Gains Cast. For those of you that like the Gains Cast, can we see Kitty one more time? She's eating, and I don't interrupt her when she's eating. So for those people that like the Gains Cast, we're considering bringing it back, but it depends upon some shit that's happening with social media right now. And to be real, I think everybody understands where I stand with this shit. If you are interested in my thoughts on other stuff, you can get me at the MFing COO over on Twitter, and I fucking say anything that's on my mind on Twitter. Shockingly enough, even though it's not owned by Elon Musk yet, they kind of just let me say what the fuck I want. I have only been banned on there one time, and it was for something that saying something that I can't say on YouTube, because even though it's complete 100% fact, it will get me in fucking trouble. Stay fit. I tell my obese and unhealthy friends that they should check you out. Even though they don't listen to me, you helped me change my thinking. Appreciate you. Thank you, Jenna. I really fucking appreciate it. Thank you very much. Recently found your channel through Shikara Transformation. So happy I did. You supply great information. I have found your tips extremely helpful. Thank you. Jasmine, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Ariana Lee, happy Easter. Happy Easter to everybody that celebrates. I'm atheist, so I don't. But happy Easter to everybody that celebrates, because I don't judge. Because that's the thing. Like, people, this is just a real quick side note. I had a few atheists reach out to me and kind of almost bitch at me that I'm not a good representation of what an atheist should be. First of all, what the fuck is a representation of what an atheist should be? Secondly, one of the things I love about America, and the reason why I will fight, I would die for this country, is the freedom of religion and from it. So I appreciate other people's religions. I really do. And just like I said earlier in this thing, I hope, I wish, because there's not enough time with my wife. And if anybody, I wish I could spend forever with her, like forever. Like there's just not enough time. But, I just can't get there in my head, And I believe in nature and stuff like that, and it's amazing, and there's tons of mysteries, and I wish, like I said, but if you're an atheist out there and you just outright knock on people for their religion, and not that I have never done that before, but my thoughts have evolved so much that some people truly not only need religion, but it's really good for them. Like it's really good for them, for some people. Don't get me wrong. Religion can also be the cause of horrible, nasty, evil, vile shit. Absolutely. But for a lot of people, it is really a good thing in their life. And if you're one of these atheists out there that think for some reason that we should fucking somehow or another fucking outlaw atheism or outlaw religion, you're a horrible person too. And you're everything in my mind that goes against what atheism should be, because I believe that people should have the right to fucking think and right to fucking do shit and right to have their own fucking their own thought, their own belief system, and we should support people in that. And no conversation is truly fucking had when people are just closed-minded about shit. So if you're one of them, and if by the way, and if you're a religious person that doesn't like me because I'm an atheist, you can fuck off too. Just to be real. But for everybody else, for those of you, the several of you atheists out there that have sent me messages that watch this, that watch my content, because it's always, I watch a lot of your content. I've heard you say you're an atheist, but this blah 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 blah. You know what? Feel free not to, because here's the thing: I don't fucking pander to anybody, and I just find it fucking ridiculous. So for those of you out there that do celebrate Easter, have a happy Easter. For those of you that just look at it as a holiday for family and friends and gathering and getting together and loving each other, I hope you have a great fucking weekend, because we need more of that in the world. So if I can leave anybody with anything at the end of this week, again, we really appreciate all of you guys showing up. And I truly, truly, truly hope all of you have a great fucking weekend and as happy and healthy as can be. God damn.